Imagine a hairy, oversized creature lurking in the shadows of the forest. Sounds like a nightmare, right? Well, welcome to the world of Bigfoot and his global cousins. This phenomenon, this enigma wrapped in a riddle, took flight in the 1950s, but its roots stretch back much further. Native Americans, long before Europeans set foot on their lands, knew of this entity. Some tribes viewed it as a forest spirit, a mystical embodiment of nature's raw power. Others saw it as just another being that shared their land, cohabitating in the vast wilderness of the Pacific Northwest. Whether known as Sasquatch or by countless other names, this elusive figure has sparked intrigue, fear, and fascination in equal measure. The stories told around crackling fires, the legends whispered in hushed tones, they all lead us to one question. So is Bigfoot merely a figment of our collective imagination, or could there be more to this mystery? Bigfoot isn't a loner, you know. He's got a whole family of hairy cousins scattered across the globe. Now let's take a quick world tour to meet Bigfoot's international relatives. Starting in the Pacific Northwest, we find Sasquatch, a towering figure with a penchant for leaving oversized footprints in the mud. Then there's the Yeti, or the abominable snowman, who calls the frosty peaks of the Himalayas home. This white-furred giant is said to be exceedingly shy, perhaps explaining why it's so hard to grab a selfie with him. Down in sunny Florida, we encounter the skunk ape. Named for its pungent aroma, this creature is said to lurk in the swampy Everglades, giving off a smell that's hard to forget. In Australia, tales are told of the yowie, a creature of Aboriginal folklore. Described as a mix between an ape and a reptile, it's a far cry from the cuddly kangaroos and koalas we associate with the land down under. The Almas of Mongolia, on the other hand, are described as more human-like, with a hunched posture and an uncanny ability to disappear into the rugged terrain. Over in Ohio, the grassman is said to build nests out of tall grass, while Canada's Wendigo is a creature of legend, said to be a malevolent spirit associated with winter and famine. Meanwhile, the orang pendek of Sumatra is a smaller, more ape-like creature. Despite its size, it's said to possess incredible strength. Then there's the mapinguri, a creature of South American folklore, said to emit a terrifying roar that echoes through the Amazon rainforest. And lastly, we have the Yeren, China's own version of Bigfoot, who reportedly dwells in the dense forests of Hubei province. From the frosty peaks of the Himalayas to the dense jungles of Sumatra, it seems there's no place off limits for these elusive creatures. That's quite the family reunion, wouldn't you say? Now, let's take a step back in time. Could our ancestors have had a close encounter of the hairy kind? As we delve deeper into the mystery of Bigfoot and his global family, we stumble upon an intriguing theory. Could it be that our ancient human ancestors had contact with a giant ape, the Gigantopithecus? This colossal creature, standing at nearly 10 feet tall and tipping the scales at around half a ton, resided in what is now Asia over 100,000 years ago. The puzzle pieces start to fit when we consider the striking similarities between descriptions of Bigfoot and this extinct primate. Both are depicted as mammoth, bipedal creatures covered in hair, with a penchant for remote, forested areas. Perhaps the tales of Bigfoot are not mere folklore or figments of our imagination, but echoes of a time when humans shared the land with these titanic apes. Could it be that Bigfoot and his cousins are descendants of Gigantopithecus, or is this just another tall tale? But wait, there's more. Let's journey to a ghost town in Alaska with a chilling tale to tell. Imagine a peaceful town, Portlock, Alaska, bustling with life and routine. In the 1940s, the tranquility was shattered by a series of terrifying events. An unexplained hairy creature, a Sasquatch perhaps, began a reign of terror. It stalked and assaulted the villagers, leaving behind the gruesome evidence of its violent attacks. The fear and panic were so intense that the residents, tired of being prey, packed up their lives and fled. By 1950, the post office closed its doors for the last time, marking the official end of Portlock as a populated town. Today, it stands as a chilling testament to the power of the unknown. So is Bigfoot a peaceful forest dweller or a fearsome predator? The mystery continues. And with that, we're reminded that even in the most remote corners of the world, Bigfoot and his cousins continue to stir our deepest fears and curiosities.